long time no chat. I took a much needed long break from vlogging on this channel, simply because life just became like a balancing act, and some things I didn't necessarily need to balance, so I cut them. And that one of them was YouTube, but it is the last week of school, so I decided to pick back up the camera and vlog this week. I will be making another video just kind of discussing like why I felt the need to kind of take a step back from YouTube and just how I felt about teaching throughout this school year. It'll be a Q&A coming up soon, but I did want to vlog the end of the school year and some of the good moments that we've been having, and just wrapping up what started as like a really rough year and that actually turned out to end pretty well. My students had a lot of growth, praise the Lord. I went from feeling like the most ineffective teacher to feeling very confident in myself, and just knowing that it kind of took some time to get back into the swing of things. And then I think also like maybe my students just needed to learn me and I needed to learn them better. But once that happened, gains, so many gains that I'm so grateful for. But today is actually the Tuesday before the last day of school, which means tomorrow is our last day of school. We almost always get out on a Wednesday. Atlanta traffic is doing something crazy right now, and right now I'm running a little bit behind schedule as usual. My GPS says I'm gonna be 13 minutes late for work. Hopefully that's not true, but I am running late. When we get to school today, I don't really know exactly what we're going to do for like per se. I've just kind of been winging it since our state test about 3 or so weeks ago, maybe even 4. We've just been doing like a mix of like activities and review, lots of Look It, lots of Kahoot, all the things that my students like fiend for. But now we have no technology. It's the second to last day of school, so we're really just making do. So when I get to school, I'll share with you what we did yesterday on Monday, on the rainiest Monday ever, and then I'll share what I plan to do today. And just kind of show you around, since it's been a long time. Things may have changed since the last time you get to see my classroom. I really don't know, because I don't even really remember where I left off. But I think you can already tell I'm in better spirits, and that's saying a lot. So here we are, last week of school. I'll see you at school. Alright, are you guys listening?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh? Yeah, you can put them on the ground. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to read the description of the award and why you guys probably selected this person for the award. And then I'm going to call that person's name. Okay? Got it? We have a lot of them to go through.
Oh, God. You're recording, too.
Alright, the first...
But everybody gets it.
Yes. But it should be an award that matches this type of person. The first award is called Mr. Cooperative, And this award is for someone in this class that always works well in groups and they always cooperate with their teacher and their peers. They pretty much get along with everybody, and we appreciate this person a lot. And this award goes to... I didn't really get to check in with you guys when I first got here, but I'm going to try to quickly give you guys a run through of how today went. So today what we did was like a ton of different, well, okay, let me restart. Today we came in and I got some awards ready for my students. We did our class superlatives today. Yesterday I had my students nominate different classmates for different awards. And then today, or last night, I got them organized and got the awards printed, and then I gave those to my students this afternoon. Okay, there was something that I needed to do for my principal that I forgot to do, so I had to get that done really quick. But we had to switch our special schedule around this morning, so we had my planning period first thing this morning instead of last thing this morning, which allowed me to get my awards ready and then get some activities ready for the students. I had my second block, like my not homeroom class, for about an hour today. It was our last hour together, so we just played some 2022 hits clean on Spotify and did some different like extreme connect the dots, some hidden pictures, and some like coloring puzzle things, all those logic things that take some time but are really engaging for my students. Then we did the typical lunch recess. We had lunch in the classroom, so my students were able to watch movies, and I was able to like take down a lot of things in the classroom, get their report card awards all set up and prepared. So now the outside of my classroom is very bare. I have no decorations on the door, no decorations in the hallway, and the saddest thing is I had to take down my F because I won't be Miss Funderburk next year. I'm getting married, so I won't be Miss Funderburk, and it was really bittersweet. So I love this big F. It has all the math things for how much I love math, and it has my name on it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new one for next year because my last name will be E something. And then I had some students unbox some new books, and then also organize all my room transformation stuff, clear off my table, so that went really well. And then we had our yearbook signing, so my students like signed my yearbook, and it was just a sweet day. I can't believe tomorrow's the last day of school. My table's still a mess. Tomorrow's gonna be like cleaning and organizing while the kids just have a movie day. Yesterday, I did do something with my kids. I got this on Teachers Pay Teachers. It was $3, and it's all about getting ready for 5th grade. So it has a bunch of like 5th grade skills, and because I taught 5th grade, it made my teacher heart so happy, like order of operations, adding fractions and decimals, just kind of giving them a preview of what's to come in 5th grade. So that was fun. But yeah, the end of the year has been very simple. We've taken our they've taken our computers back. We're just cleaning all the things and trying to survive. But I'm gonna go ahead and head out, and I will see you guys. Oh, actually, let me show you guys my outfit really quick. After the last day of school and our first day of post-planning. We have 2 days of post-planning. So today is gonna be like more celebratory, I guess. We're gonna have a staff meeting and then say our goodbyes to the people that are leaving my school this year. And then there's like lunch and a retirement celebration. So I won't really have a ton of time in my classroom to do my end of year tasks. Like, my checklist is mostly done. I think every school has an end of year checklist, but I had some things that I like planned to do at the beginning of the year that I still haven't completed at the now end of the year, and I really wanted them to be done before I go into the summer, because this will be like the most hands-off summer I've ever had while teaching, with the marriage and everything. So I'm trying to like get tasks that I would do over the summer done before the summer. But yeah, and then we come back to school tomorrow. I think tomorrow is a fairly short day if you're like not like moving classrooms. If I recall last year, I swear people left by like 11 a.m. But I was moving classrooms, so I was not one of those people that got to do that. But yesterday was the last day of school. It was so great. I didn't really record much because we were moving from beginning to end. I can say that it was really bittersweet simply because I'm sure this is not new to you, but in the news, Monday afternoon, what is today? Tuesday afternoon, there was a school shooting at an elementary school in Texas, and it was a fourth grade classroom, or two fourth grade classrooms, and the fourth grade students that were murdered. It hit really close to home. We had extra security at school yesterday. We had cops like kind of like watching the students play on the playground, and I appreciate the security, but I hate this circumstance. I hate that this is even a thing. I hate that I had to, or not just me, but we had to walk into school, teachers across the nation, prepared to love harder on our kids simply because we see how easily that chance of life and the chance to have those students could be taken away due to gun violence. So although I had been really wanting this day to happen for such a long time, and I had such a rough school year, all I could really think about was how grateful I was that I had this chance with my students to hug on them, love on them, joke with them, eat snacks with them. And so I really just appreciated our day together yesterday. And so I didn't get to record too much. I did do a lot of organizing, but I really just wanted to spend time with my students and just really reflect on how far we've come, because Lord knows, I've said this earlier, but we have come so far, and I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of me. I'm just so proud of us. And I just really needed that day with them. But we came in, we watched movies. The fifth graders had their fifth grade walk around the campus. So we made signs for the fifth graders. We were provided a staff lunch. It was ultra delicious. And I feel like I'm forgetting some things, but that's pretty much it. That was our last day of school. Oh, and we watched our end of year classroom video. That was special, just to see how much they've grown, like not metaphorically, but literally. They looked like little babes at the beginning of third grade, and I even forgot how little they used to be. I said third grade, at the beginning of fourth grade, because they were little baby third graders, and now they're like about to be fifth graders in a matter of months. And it's just kind of so cool to see my fourth graders admiring the fifth graders leaving. Coming from the fifth grade perspective, like, you're just so proud of the fifth graders. This is like on to the next chapter, but those fourth graders really get to see what they're going to be experiencing the next school year. So that was really special to see that in their eyes, because that was the first time I got to see that as a fourth grade teacher. But yeah, I feel like I'm leaving some things out. Hopefully I'm not. Maybe some things will come to me later, but I have a very long commute to work. I think you guys know that by now. I drive at least 40 minutes to work, and by the time I'm in my classroom, I literally just have like no time to, well, I guess I do. It's just awkward. I'm still not really comfortable with like social media at work. A lot of people bring up my social media, but I don't personally like to mix those two worlds. And so if the time doesn't lend itself at school, then I don't record. But I have plenty of time in my car to record, so that is why I'm doing that now. Hopefully I'll be able to record some in the classroom and show you guys a little bit of what we're doing today, but I can't really imagine that what we'd be doing today would be pretty entertaining to you. But I hope you guys have it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and I will check in with you guys when I can. Alright guys, so we were in the cafeteria for about 3 hours for our staff meeting. We have a new leader in our school system. We have a new superintendent after a very long time of having the same superintendent, like pretty much the entire time that I've been alive. So there's a lot of changes coming next year, so we kind of got a preview of what's to come. And then we said goodbye to all of the teachers and staff that are going to be leaving after tomorrow, and just wishing them well. It was a lot of talks, a lot of speeches, a lot of tears. But here we are back in my classroom, so I wanted to go ahead and show you the mess that is my room. So we moved all of the furniture to the library in my classroom, and then my student supply caddies have just been placed by the sink for now. Don't really know what I want to do with them. The rest of the room is pretty open. We do have a random snack still left, but the real mess is here. I have to tackle all of the organization things, so that's what I'll be doing anytime I have free time in my classroom today. Okay, so I have done an awful job at organizing all of my paper files for this school year, so I'm gonna just spend the next 40 minutes trying to organize my math things. I have my students help me with all my science and all my social studies, praise the Lord, but I need to work on all things math, which has the most copies, before we go to lunch in 29 minutes. So I wonder how much I'm gonna get done. I'm gonna play my podcast. I love Something Was Wrong, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn that on and get started. Separated everything into whole number unit, geometry unit, measurement and data unit, fraction unit, state testing review, Halloween, and then other holiday things, and then random things I found like science and social studies copies and trash. So now I need to go by unit and separate each unit into each standard. So for whole numbers, I need to have a division file and a multiplication file, an addition file, subtraction file, place value file, representing numbers file, etc. So now that I have these big groups, I'm going to segment them into each standard, and then hopefully that won't take too long and I'll be done before the end of the day. Everybody, another car ride chat with you guys because this is the best time for me to talk. It is the last day of the 2021-2022 school year, last day of post planning. After today, I don't really know the next time I'll be in my classroom. I might go to my room a few times this summer to do some sponsored content, but I really don't want to spend a lot of time in my classroom this summer getting it set up. My principal highly advised that we do have our classrooms completely set up before pre-planning. So I don't really know what that's gonna look like because we have a very, very packed summer. But nonetheless, it is the last day and I'm so flippin' excited. Like, I woke up today in a good mood. It has been incredibly cloudy almost all week, and so the sun, I mean, you can still kind of see the clouds, but the sun is almost out, so that's exciting. Yeah, I'm just really looking forward to today. So I kind of stopped recording, but yesterday we went to lunch for the retirement party. I came back and I just kept organizing files, and I kind of just showed you guys what my classroom looks like at the end of the day. And then I went home last night, didn't work out or anything. I just looked for houses because we're in the process of home buying, which is also why our summer is going to be incredibly busy. And I made some new labels for my classroom supplies, like things that I plan to do when you guys watch my setup videos last summer, my classroom setup videos last summer. Those are all the things I wanted to do that I just like didn't have time to do. So I really want to get those done now, because just as easily as I didn't have time to do it at the beginning of the school year, I'm sure there's going to be so many things coming up with all of our changes in the district that it will be hard to find time to do those things at the start of this coming school year. So if I can do it before the end of the school year, then hopefully all will be well. But that's pretty much all of the updates. When I get to school, I'll probably just print out those labels, maybe laminate them, maybe not, haven't really decided, and put those where they belong, and then finish off my checklist. I have a couple things I need to return to the library, and then clear off my desk, clear off my teacher table, and we outie. It's gonna be summer, so I'll see you guys at school. Okay guys, I'm in my classroom right now and I'm actually watching some Casey Morris while I get some work done. I made these labels for my paper drawers. They're so cute, and I'm going to show you where they're about to go. They will be going in these paper drawers to organize all of my papers for next school year. Okay, it's been probably like an hour, hour and a half, but I have knocked off a lot of things on my to-do list, or not even on my to-do list, but a lot of tasks. I've cleared off most of the sink area, don't really know where to put that, and of course found things that students have left here. I put as much stuff on the back shelves as possible, and my teacher table's almost clean, so I'm making progress. Hopefully I won't be here more than like 2 hours.